Hey you guys, it's Tori and I'm back with another video. This video is actually going to be a little bit different. You could probably already tell by the title, but I went to the Goodwill, and when I just went and I looked and I walked around and I was looking at furniture and just little home decor type stuff, and I was like, you know what, let me go to the book section. So I went to the book section and I feel like I found a few gems, so I said, why don't I do a book haul for you guys. I literally have my bag right here, Goodwilling it up. I got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, and I think I got all pretty good options. And 4 or 5 books, the total came up to $10.18. So 3 of the books were $1.91, 1 book was $2.92, and 1 book was $1.91. So the first book I got was called God, a Biography, and I thought it was interesting because I was looking at it and it was talking about how this book should basically be in theological curriculum. At one point, I did debate studying theology just because I felt like I really wanted to learn about like all different types of religions and things of that nature. So this book definitely stood out to me. The back of this book reads, what sort of person is God? What is his life story? Is it possible to approach him not as an object of religious reverence, but as a protagonist of the world's greatest book? As a character who possesses all the depths, contradictions, and ambiguities of a Hamlet? This is the task that Jack Miles, a former Jesuit trained in religious studies and Near Eastern languages, accomplishes with such brilliance and originality in God, a Biography. Using the Hebrew Bible as his text, Miles shows us a God who evolves through his relationship with man, the image who in time becomes his rival. Here is the creator who nearly destroys his chief creation, the bloodthirsty warrior and the protector of the downtrodden, the lawless lawgiver, the scourge, and the penitent. Profoundly learned, stylishly written, the resulting work illuminates God and man alike and returns us to the Bible with a sense of discovery and wonder. So I feel like this book will be good. I feel like it will up me on my Bible game. So, you know, I'm excited about reading that. The next book that I got is called The Servant. The Servant, a simple story about the true essence of leadership by James C. Hunter. And the last book, is by Jack Miles. God, a Biography is by Jack Miles. So this book is an intriguing, quick read that you will not be able to put down until you have experienced all of its life-changing treasures. In this absorbing tale, you watch the timeless principles of servant leadership unfold through the story of John Daly, a businessman whose outwardly successful life is spiraling out of control. He is failing miserably in each of his leadership roles as a boss, husband, father, and coach. To get his life back on track, he reluctantly attends a week-long leadership retreat. To John's surprise, the monk leading the seminar is a former business executive and a Wall Street legend. Taking John under his wing, the monk guides him to a realization that is simple yet profound. The true foundation of leadership is not power, but authority, which is built upon relationships, love, service, and sacrifice. Along with John, you will learn that the principles in this book are neither new nor complex. They don't demand special talents. They are simply based on strengthening the bonds of respect, responsibility, and caring with the people around you. Perhaps this is why The Servant has touched readers from all walks of life, because its message can be applied by anyone, anywhere, at home or at work. So I'm excited about reading that. Positive words, powerful results, simple ways to honor, affirm, and celebrate life. I feel like I've read a lot of books similar to this, but you know, it doesn't hurt to have another book telling you to be positive and optimistic. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nudge, nudge. So I got it. And it says, although we live in an ocean of words, we rarely acknowledge their power to uplift or put down, to inspire, discourage, to help or hurt. But in this jewel of a book, Paul Urban, parent, award-winning teacher, and author of the classic Life's Greatest Lessons, shows us simple and immediate ways that we can use language to change life, both our own and those around us. Excited about reading that. Photography Like a Pro. I also got this book, and although it is, I'm sure, dated, I feel like I went through it and there were some basic things that would be good for me to learn and just read through here on, even if it's just like, oh, I'm looking at XYZ and I want to go to chapter 2 because they talk about how to photograph anything effectively, you know, like random stuff like that. What was it? Because that probably wasn't a good example. One of the chapters is how to photograph people. Like, does that change over time? No. There's some basic stuff in here that I could use. Like Exposure Exposed is a chapter all about films, camera features, master the mechanics, using shooting accessories, the brilliance of flash, lenses, just a lot of foundational stuff. I mean, it's the complete idiot's guide to photography like a pro, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna carry some benefit. And the last book that I got, Edith Schaefer's Affliction. And this book, the back of it says why. And I'm a big question asker. I feel like why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Why is this the right way to do it? Why is this the wrong way to do it? Who made this rule? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like the why stood out to me because I'm a very like, what you talking about type person. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else? No? Okay. So this says, that is the question that plagues us all when affliction comes, as it must to each of us in each of our lives. In Affliction, Edith Schaefer comes directly to grips with this eternal question, why? Sometimes we can know the answer, more often we cannot. What we can know is that God is with us, sustaining us and strengthening us to bear what must be borne. It is not that affliction comes from God. Rather, he uses it to help us grow in faith, to make us sensitive to the pain of others, and to teach us to trust in him alone. We learn how to be patient and comfort others as God comforts us. This book will open your heart to the ways of God with his people. Edith Schaefer brings light from biblical truth and shares her own experience as well as those of others. She does not offer easy answers, but shows you a way to find answers for yourself. An outstanding book from a gifted writer and compassionate Christian. I got this book because, I don't know, I feel like I can get anxiety sometimes, and just another source of peace and comfort in God's word, and a kind of a guided Bible study, shall we say. But I don't know, I'm excited to read this. I feel like it'll be good. That is all for this video. I am wrapping it up. I know it was short and sweet, but I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have found any of your favorite books in the Goodwill, leave a comment below and tell me about it. I will say I found one book and it's called Today God is First. I found that book as a sophomore in college and I love that book. It's upstairs next to my bed right now. And that was, I believe that's like the only book that I've ever purchased from the Goodwill besides this book. So, and that was, I ain't trying to tell my age or anything, but that was, how many years ago was that? Maybe 7, 8. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.